Happy Sunday, y'all. Boruto episode 221. It's your boy Born Zero, aka the Homeless Okage, aka Clean 15. And I just gotta say, it was very refreshing to see all the next gen in one place and to get away from some of that main story. And this episode actually reminded me of the manga in terms of reading experience, because it came to a point where it felt like them niggas was throwing hands for like a year and a half. So when it entered into a change of tone or change of pace, it was like allowing us to breathe a bit. And I thought this episode was pretty solid overall. It was like cool to see the homies and shit. Like, one thing I don't get about people who watch Boruto is when they start to dread going into anime canon. And honestly, I don't even think them niggas is fans. I just think those are the people who just like to talk shit like, oh, here we go, y'all niggas. Oh, see y'all again in 2 years. Like, I don't get that. It's like, who wouldn't want extra content to go with the main story? And I really think it comes from a misunderstanding on how the series is delivered, where the anime canon is rejected without even giving it a chance. But at this point, we too deep in the game for them not to know how the story operates. But in terms of the reaction/review, I'm going to be giving y'all a list of points in sequential order. So these are some of the thoughts that went through my head as the episode rolled out. Now for my first point, I really do like the Naruto interview we got at the beginning of the episode. I thought it was pretty dope that he came straight out with it and was like, look, man, we got a threat that's above our head. We got to see who's the toughest. We got to see which one of these niggas is ready to ride with us. And I was actually kind of surprised because I always had thought that they were going to be throwing this event to kind of cool down the village, let them know that things are just safe and whatnot, and kind of go the route of keeping everything private or secret from the village. However, I was a little bit upset that the exams were segregated amongst the villages, but it does make sense that they each stay home just to, hold shit down just in case one of these alien niggas come through and try to fight them. And for my next point, I really like how they established Team 10 as a team that already goes on B-ranked missions and Shikadai already being Chunin level. Because we already know Team 7 is OP. We got Karma Seals, we got a motherfucking Uchiha, and then we got Kawaki on the squad, Mitsuki knowing Sage Mode and shit. So it's cool to have other members of the cast with the level of experience that doesn't allow them to be dead weight or useless. And we were even shown a new face in Kiwanami, who was said to have gone on a bunch of missions overseas. Now this feels like we might have a new rival brewing, and this dude likes to use scientific tech. He has the earpiece, the Bluetooth and shit, so we'll see what that develops into in next arcs. Maybe he aids Team 7 in navigation in overseas mission in the future, but it's a shame that he is not going on to the next level, especially since he was a senior to Boruto. And this next point is pretty random, but Mirai put the hands on Lil Shorty with the bubbles, bruh. Like, she thought she was gonna save her, take her out. Oh, you got a little campfire going, and then she straight elbowed that bitch in the back of the neck, had her sleeping. And my next point, Metal Lee, bruh, you are the biggest disgrace of Boruto. And to be honest, I'm more disappointed in Metal Lee than I ever was with Konohamaru, because like I said, I don't really give a fuck about that nigga. Konohamaru, I don't give a shit. But in terms of Metal Lee, I wonder if he's doomed for the entire series, because it's not like as if he was given any superior genetics or anything. Because if you think about it, Rock Lee is naturally untalented. It was his perseverance, it was his personality that gave him his power. But with Metal Lee, it's like he's broken mentally. The scientific team will have to give him some medication, some pills or something, so that he could get onto that grind. Maybe even some steroids or some chakra pills or some shit. But my next point, and I thought this was a crazy ass plot twist at first, when Sarada kicked the shit out of a fake Mitsuki and ended up being Mirai, I really thought like, yo, is there gonna be like some type of turmoil within Team 7? What happened to Mitsuki? Like, I don't give a fuck about Boruto. And this also set up like a cool duo battle between Kiwanami and Boruto, as well as Mirai and Sarada. So each of our main cast from Team 7 was kind of going through a battle before they could even get into the finish line. And I am very excited that we get the one-on-one battles, because when they were like, there's not going to be a third round, I was like, oh, what the fuck, these niggas soft. So I'm glad we get to see these niggas throw them hands. Now, I don't know who's matched up with who, but if there's 5 who I don't think are going to make it, it's Hoki, Iwabe, Denki, Chojo, and unfortunately, Boruto. I think it's going to be a karma thing where he can't really go his all out, or he almost fucks someone up and it gets into his head. I'm also very interested in seeing what happens with Tsubaki. I wonder if she knows ninjutsu now, because I think she has like that thing with Kawaki where you don't necessarily expect him to use it, so it's always coming at you in a surprise. So I'm interested in seeing who she fights. Hey, if it's Sarada, that's gonna be a good ass fight. 2 tough bitches. But that's all I got for y'all. Happy Sunday. See y'all niggas next week when these niggas throw them hands. Peace. Actually, wait, hold on. Actually, I think Boruto makes it, Tsubaki doesn't. Because does it really make sense for her squad to go on B-rank missions? I mean, it's her and it's them other bitches. Like, they ain't even that raw. Wasabi's cool, but,